au-delà.
Above and beyond the terrifying figure and caricatures, there is the thin note of a soul.
Dites-le-moi du bout des lèvres. Moi, je l'entends du bout du cœur.
Enfant, je croyais que
I thought that this woman didn't actually exist. You know, it was like just a voice that came out of the cassette tapes in my parents' car.
mes parents.
Murmurez-le-moi simplement. Je vous écouterai bien mieux, sans doute.
C'est presque toujours moi qui
It's
chante.
always me that's singing, but yeah, except for a couple of times. But yeah, I mean, that was the whole idea. I mean, the fictional system that was there, finding a way for music to be really at the heart.
Ah oui, c'était beaucoup de...
Yeah, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, but it was wonderful. Yeah, in fact, we worked as a historian to be able to free ourselves in a way. That was one of the problems when you're doing a biopic, is that very often you've got the main character and everybody else is just sort of feeding them, and that's a problem in fictional terms because it's just a pain in the butt. I mean, that's it. And as well, the problem that it's almost a political problem, but I mean, it's sort of imposed by the fact that very often the characters that have marked history, and around them there are people that just happen to be there. And what was interesting was solitude, I think, rather than power.
Le pouvoir.
Je vous dirai du bout des lèvres, je vous aime du bout du cœur.
Parfois, elle m'énervait.
Sometimes she really got on my nerves, sometimes I think, oh, come on, I've had enough, just shut
J'en ai marre de
up.
tous ces mots.
All these
Rendez-moi les
words,
étoiles.
give me the Beatles, give me the
Rendez-moi les
Stones, under my sun, and that's it, that's the whole thing, And then she would just, it's the same thing that she's saying, it's, a man in your bed, pleasure, and that's it, doing it properly, and then, and just carry on. But, I mean, all these words, all these things, that's and the other, these notes and these chords, all these things, everything going on this and the other, and then, what do you do? And then, it's just too much.
C'est pas très original.
Qui est une image de la manière dont
It's an
elle
image of the way that she can be so stifling, and that's the paradox that she had. It's the wonderful thing to explore in this character for the spectator as well, yeah, or the listener as well, the listeners that we were. And this person who stifles you, suffocates you, but liberates you at the same time.
L'ouverture d'un certain...
Opening un certain regard. That's a whole thing, Well, I think it's very good for Mathieu because, I mean, it's his vision, the way he looks at things as an actor, and that's what you see when he's an actor and as well as a filmmaker. And you just need to look at people's eyes to see how they see the world. You said that, it mustn't be too crazy. No, I mean, it's Balibar, it's Balimad. No, I hope the film is as crazy as she was, as mad as she was. And that's what you need. The film has to be as crazy as she was. The film has to be just like her. There's a scene where Mathieu, I say, are you making a film about Barbara or about yourself?
Un film sur vous.
C'est pareil.
C'est pareil.
Oui, un jour, vous m'avez chuchoté à l'oreille. Et puis, à 16 ans, la vie est modifiée. Fais de ta vie ce que tu veux. Mon chéri, c'était une berceuse. Non, coupe.
Au fond, c'est pas très intéressant.
I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter, Mathieu Amalric, is he like Barbara or am I like Barbara? The film needs to be like her, like this child. This child is like you, is like me. This film is her child that has to be like her. So, I mean, that's what's important. I mean, that's the best thing we can hope for this film.
Pour ce film, au fond.